Yeah, I just want to. This is one more story about Jim and the IRS. Okay, so he he gets a job at the IRS in the city in New York. Now he's working there, but he said when you would do people's taxes, you had to, you know, basically, when you called somebody in for a review of their taxes, you had to be pretty doggone sure that you're going to get money. I mean, don't forget, you're going to spend time that afternoon. The IRS saying, hey, don't bring somebody in here unless you think that there's real opportunity there, that there's fraud or that. He said, but, he said, so if you thought there was fraud, hey, I would bring people in, no problem. But he said there were a lot of people that I looked at their taxes and just said, they don't have anything. No, they don't have any documentation. It's like Skippy Smith. And he said, when you had those situations, you had to bring them in too, because people would audit, we have people would check on your work and say, hey, this guy, he should have been a candidate. You should have brought him in. And he said, the guys I used to hate to bring in were salesmen. And he said, because they could have basically trumped up their cost easy. He said they had lots of opportunities. And he said, so here's a guy, he doesn't have documentation, doesn't have his mileage, he doesn't have anything. And he said, so I go over and say, hey, it's what you owe, you know what I mean? And he said, now if they came in with their accountant, and a lot of people did, he said, then it was a pretty simple thing. But he said a lot of people didn't want to come in with it. They did their own, right? Because I'm saying the ones you look at, like the salesman, you say, he couldn't have done this with his accountant because the accountant would not have done this, okay? And he comes, right? Boom, throws the stuff down, New York, Brooklyn kind of guy, right? Jimmy goes over it. The guys, you owe a lot of money, right? Guys would get so ticked off, they'd be swearing at him. They'd take the tax thing, tear it up in pieces, and throw it at him. And Duff's sitting there. He's sitting there. I can just see him now, papers all over him, like, why? Why am I doing this job? This job is so beneath me. That was Jimmy's kind of attitude. I'm way above this job. This job is beneath me. Gentleman Jim. I could just see him now with some woman or somebody tearing him tax and throwing him at him. Jimmy'd be like, oh my God, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I punishing myself like this? And he said, literally, there were other guys that they got a kick out of it. To them, it was like, oh, I got her. You didn't try to put one over on us. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, or I got him. And he said, I was the other way around. I was like, oh, why do I have to do this? Drag these people in here, just take money out of their pocket, Oh, you knew he wasn't long for the IRS. Anyway, just to give you a sense of why he left the IRS.